Good morning, student. Welcome to all. Last class we discussed what is a vector product of two vector, means cross product of two vector. Clear? So suppose two vector we have, and we already discussed here, that is suppose a vector and b vector. Now we have to multiply these two vector, but we have to use here a vector symbol, and that is a dot product. So a dot b equal to magnitude of a vector and magnitude of vector b and cosine of angle theta, means theta is angle between a vector and b vector, and this is scalar quantity. Clear? Similarly, if we multiply two vector with a cross is here, means vector product. So if we multiply two vector, or you can say the dot product of two vector a and b, which give a scalar quantity. This is scalar quantity. But the cross product of two vector a and b, which give a vector quantity, that is magnitude of a, magnitude b into sine theta n cap. What is n cap? N cap is unit vector, and this total term is magnitude and this is direction. So total term we get here another vector c vector is here. Clear? And the direction of c vector always perpendicular to plane containing a and b, means a b जो प्लेन रे थिबे c वेक्टर से प्लेन को परपेंडिकुलर हो. सपोज ये हला a वेक्टर and another one vector is here b vector, and this angle suppose theta. ताले a vector b vector को प्लेन रे ना a vector b vector ए border plane रे अछि. So this is plane. Now the direction of c, it may be outward or it may be inward. Clear? Depend करे डायरेक्शन उपरे. यदि ए एंगल हमें थीटा नबा, so a cross b means a to b एट जिवा, then which is outward direction, or b cross a means which is inward direction. Clear? So this is known as right hand palm rule. You have to remember this rule to find the direction of cross product of two vector, or to find the direction of third vector c. Clear? Now we will start application of cross product of two vector. So first application we have to find here, that is triangle law, or so that question may ask, that is so that the area of a triangle which equal to half of total magnitude of cross product of a cross another one vector is here b. We have to prove that. Clear? That means we have to show here area of triangle. Clear? So in this case, suppose there is two vector a and b. This is vector a, and the second one vector is here. Suppose another one vector is b here. Clear? Okay. So in this case we have to find area of the triangle where a cross b. So we have formula, that is a cross b equal to ab sin theta. But what is area of triangle? We know area of a triangle which equal to half into, that is base into and height. So half into base into height. So in this case, suppose this is a vector and here b vector, and which form a triangle like this. Clear? And in this case, this angle is theta. What is theta? Theta is angle between two vector, means vector a and vector b is theta is here. So in this case we have to find first what is base, and if this is a triangle and here two vectors, suppose vector a and another one vector b, then this form a triangle where base, which is base, you can write this is base, or if you draw a triangle here, you can draw like this. Suppose one triangle here and its two adjacent side of the triangle. Suppose you can say A vector and this triangle is here, sorry, this side B vector, and angle between them is theta. Now we have to find area of this triangle. Clear? So first we have to draw a perpendicular here. This is perpendicular, and here this angle is 90 degrees. Suppose this triangle O, A and B is here. Okay, what is resolution of vector? We already know resolution of vector means here suppose x-axis, y-axis, and this is the vector A which make an angle theta with x-axis. Now we have to draw a projection here, or you can say rectangular component of A vector along x-axis, and this is rectangular component. So here A cos theta, जो एंगल लगी थी मतलब cos theta नबा, but जो एंगल लगी नहीं था कितना नबा, this is perpendicular component you can say, and this perpendicular component A sin theta. Clear? So similarly we can draw here perpendicular component. So its perpendicular component means we have to find first this distance. Suppose this distance means height h is here, because base is here OB, so we can write area of the triangle half into base, and base is here OB, so OB into only magnitude and then height. What is height? A, suppose I am writing at this point, suppose M, this is A vector, AM. So we have to find here AM, only magnitude. Clear? Okay. Now let's start. How can we find this height h? Our aim is to derive the aim is to find the height of the triangle h is here. So first, this is vector B and here vector A, and which make an angle theta with A vector. Suppose means B vector. Clear? So first we have to draw rectangular component of B vector along x-axis and its and perpendicular to A vector. So first we have to draw perpendicular component or rectangular component of B vector along this direction, and its perpendicular component you can draw like this. This is, you can say, vertical component of B vector, and along this direction means you can take here this direction you can take, because this distance is perpendicular component of B vector, and that component is B cos theta. B cos theta total ही परिवनी अधा केते B cos theta अधा distance रा बुझेला ना. Okay, this is known as horizontal component, but your vertical component is that एपर component केते, that is B sin theta. A vector B sin theta, this height is this height also same. That means we can shift a vector without changing its magnitude and direction, but here this is magnitude is B sin theta. जदि A distance ला B sin theta हला, ताले A distance ला केते हिजिबो B sin theta, means AM now B sin theta. So we got here that is AM equal to B sin theta. And what is OB? OB is not B cos theta. Why? Because OB cos theta is just half of OB, means O to M distance केते अछि B cos theta. Total नो, but total ला केते vector A हम choose कले. So OB केते ही परिबो magnitude of A vector you can write, that is A total distance टा A, but other distance टा केते B cos theta. Why? Because it is the component of B vector. So if we use this value here, then you will get half into OB is here A into, this is not cross product, this is just simple multiplication. A means B sin theta. B sin theta. Clear? Okay. Now come to the formula, and here A cross B equal to AB sin theta n cap, and if we take magnitude on both sides, then this relation turn to be A cross B magnitude equal to AB sin theta and n cap magnitude. Clear? So we already know the magnitude of unity vector always 1. So A cross B vector equal to AB sin theta. Clear? So you can write here, this is AB sin theta. AB sin theta equal to A cross B magnitude, means half A cross B magnitude. Clear? And which indicate that area of A triangle. Clear? So from this relation we conclude that the magnitude of the half of magnitude of the half of magnitude of cross product of two vector, here A vector and another one B vector, gives the area of a triangle. Clear? So the half of magnitude of cross product of two vector A and B, which give a area of the triangle, where A and B are two sides. You can write here, where A and B vector are two sides of a triangle. Clear? So question may ask in your council, that is, so that area of a triangle equal to half of magnitude of A and B. Clear? Okay. Now let's start next application. So second application, so that the area of a parallelogram, area of a parallelogram which equal to magnitude of A cross B vector, where A and B are two adjacent sides, where A and B are two adjacent sides of the parallelogram. Now we have to show that area of parallelogram which is equal to magnitude of cross product of A and B. So first we have to draw here a parallelogram. Suppose there is two adjacent side. Now come to solution part. So suppose vector A is here and another vector is B, which two adjacent side of a parallelogram. Now complete parallelogram. So this is a parallelogram. Suppose this parallelogram I am writing here, this is vector A and this vector B is here. Suppose O, A, B and C. OABC is a parallelogram, and where OA and OC be two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, and here suppose this angle between A vector and B vector is theta, and we already know this is the diagonal of the parallelogram which represent, that is R vector, means resultant vector you can say. So R vector equal to A vector plus B vector, means this is large diagonal. So first we have to find here what is area of parallelogram. What is the general formula of area of parallelogram? That is area of a parallelogram equal to base into height. So what is base? This is base OB. So base OA into only magnitude we have to take here. Height. What is height? First we have to find here height, means the distance between two parallel lines here, this distance and this is also parallel line. Now we have to draw a perpendicular here, this is perpendicular distance, means you can take height here. We already know how to split a vector B. So if we split vector B along the direction of A, then this distance will be, that is B cos theta, and its perpendicular component, or you can say vertical component of B vector, that is B sin theta. and here b sin theta which is equal to h, because this height and this height are equal. So here we got that is h equal to b sin theta. Clear? Here perpendicular height you can write h. So OA, what is the value of OA? OA means one side of a parallelogram and its value a vector, means we have to take only magnitude. So OA vector magnitude which is equal to magnitude of a vector equal to a. Now use this value, so a into h, what is h? Is your b sin theta. So b sin theta, and we get AB sin theta is area of parallelogram. We already know this formula, a cross b vector magnitude equal to AB sin theta, and the magnitude of unit vector is always 1. So we can replace AB sin theta in terms of a cross b. So here we can write a cross b vector and its magnitude. Proved? Clear? So area of parallelogram which is equal to magnitude of, so area of a parallelogram is equal to magnitude of cross product of two vector a and b, where a and b vector are two adjacent side of the parallelogram. Proved. Clear? Okay. And you can also derive another one formula, so that the area of a parallelogram which equal to, that is half of magnitude of R1 vector cross R2 vector. So what is R1 and R2 vector? R1 means R1 and R2 are two diagonal of a parallelogram, because a parallelogram consists two diagonal, one large and another one is, you can say, small diagonal. Clear? So where R1 and R2 are the two diagonal of the large and small, you can write here, are two diagonal means large and small, two diagonal large and small of a parallelogram. Clear? So we have to prove here area of a parallelogram which is equal to half of cross product of, half of magnitude of cross product of two diagonal of a parallelogram. Clear? Now come to solution part. So this case, suppose there is two vector, and here vector A and another one vector is B here, which represent two adjacent side of a parallelogram. And what is theta? Is angle between these two vector A and B. Now first complete a parallelogram, and this is a parallelogram. Clear? And here we already know, if A and B represent two diagonal of a A and B represent two sides of a parallelogram, and if this is adjacent side, then resultant vector will be the diagonal of this parallelogram, and this resultant is R. And we already know what is R vector. R vector equal to, means resultant you can write here a vector plus b vector. How? Because this is vector a, means this direction, this a vector, and which this direction, and vector b can be shift this direction. So a vector and b vector, if you shift this vector here, then which is resultant, and this diagonal which passing through the common point where a and b are meeting, or a or b intersect each other. Clear? Okay, we already know what is negative vector. Negative vector means you can say both magnitude are equal but direction opposite to each other. Means suppose this vector is b and its negative vector will be this direction, which are always 180 degree to each other, means negative vector, and this vector is now minus b vector. Clear? Okay, if you complete here parallelogram and here a vector and this vector is b vector, we already know how to calculate negative vector. Means this angle is angle between a vector and minus b, which is 180 degree minus theta, because total angle 180. So now complete the parallelogram. There is another parallelogram like this. Clear? And you can replace or you can displace this minus vector minus b to here. So suppose this vector is here, that is minus b vector, means this is a vector and here vector b, which are same order. So there is another resultant here. Suppose this resultant r1 and I am writing this resultant, that is r2. So here r2 equal to how much? That is a vector plus b vector, but here minus b vector. A vector plus b vector, which is r2. Clear? And you can replace this diagonal, this point. If you replace this diagonal is your r2 vector, means you can replace this vector without changing its magnitude and direction, which represents the resultant vector, and this resultant vector is here, that is r2. So if you draw a diagonal here, then this vector is a and second vector is b here. Now complete parallelogram. This diagonal represent the r1 vector and whose magnitude a plus b. Similarly this vector is r2. Clear? And its magnitude a vector minus b vector. So these r1 and r2 are two diagonal, means large diagonal and some small diagonal of a parallelogram. Clear? But we have to show here half of magnitude of r1 and r2 will be area of the parallelogram. Now multiply means cross product. Suppose I am writing here r1 cross r2, cross product of two vector, r1 vector cross r2 vector, which equal to r1 is here a cross b, sorry a plus b cross a, sorry here negative, okay, a minus r2 vector is here a minus b, so a minus b vector. Now multiply, but here cross sign, a r1 equal to a plus b cross r2 equal to a minus b. Now solve this relation, then we will get a cross a means distributive law you can write here. So a cross a, similarly a cross, here positive sign and sorry here negative, so a minus, or here a, sorry minus of a cross b. So first we have to multiply here a cross a, negative sign, again minus of a cross b, then there is positive sign here, so plus. Now we have to multiply b with this term and again b with this b. So b cross a vector, here negative, minus b cross b vector. Clear? So what is a cross a vector? We already know if cross product of two vector, if one vector is A and another vector is A, then angle between two vector is 0. Then if we use the formula, that is A cross B vector equal to magnitude of A, magnitude of B into sin theta n cap. What is theta? Theta is angle between two vector, but here A vector and A vector are same direction, so this angle 0 means total term will be 0. So we can write here A cross A, which is equal to 0 vector. Similarly A cross B, here we can write A cross B. We have one property that is it do not obey commutative law, means A cross B which equal to, we can write minus of B cross A. This format you can write. Clear? So B cross A, we can write A cross B, but we have to place here a negative sign. So A cross B vector, and here B cross B, which is 0 vector. A cross A is 0 vector. Similarly B cross B also 0 vector. Now solve this relation here. This is 0 and 0, then minus A cross B, and here minus A cross B, which is equal to minus 2A cross B vector, and here this is formula only. So here R1 cross R2. So R1 cross R2 equal to this much. If we take magnitude on both sides, then we have to place here magnitude and magnitude here both sides, then negative sign will be positive. So here we can write that is R1 cross R2 vector magnitude equal to, here minus 2, or minus will be plus here. So okay, you can write here minus 2 into A cross B, A B sin theta, because AB angle between A and B is theta here. So AB sin theta into n cap, its magnitude. Clear? We already know what is magnitude here. Magnitude of unit vector always 1. So here negative sign will be cancelled. Then total term we can write, that is AB sin theta, minus will be positive, n cap equal to 1. The remaining part 2AB sin theta, and we can write 2 into AB sin theta. What is AB sin theta? We already proved that AB sin theta, since you can write here, since AB sin theta equal to area of a parallelogram. If AB sin theta is area of a parallelogram, area of a parallelogram, then area of the parallelogram can be live. I am writing here symbolical, that is A. Okay, now write area of the parallelogram, which equal to 1 by 2. Here half 1 by 2 magnitude of R1 cross R2 vector, and here magnitude. Clear? So this is proof. So get area of parallelogram, which is equal to half of magnitude of cross product of R1 and R2, where R1 and R2 are two diagonal of a parallelogram. Clear? Now let us start Lami's theorem. Clear? So what is Lami's theorem? You have to remember the statement of Lami's theorem, that is, if it states that if three forces acting simultaneously on a particle is in equilibrium then magnitude of each force is directly proportional to the angle between other two forces. Other angle between other two forces. So according to this statement, suppose there is a particle and suppose three forces suppose three forces acting simultaneously on a particle. Simultaneously means एका टाइम रे एका समय रे तीनटा फोर्स गोटे पार्टिकल ऊपर एक्ट करिवो. सपोज देयर इज थ्री फोर्सेस आई एम राइटिंग हियर. सपोज वन फोर्स दिस डायरेक्शन and this force you can write here. Suppose this force is A and another force is this direction, and suppose this force is B and another force is this direction and this force is C. Simultaneously means eka time. So according to definition, particle is in equilibrium condition. So what is equilibrium condition? Suppose this vector A which represent a closed triangle, and here A vector, now this vector is A and another one vector B, and here this vector is B and another one vector C. Now this vector is C. So which form a closed triangle? We already know, means here proof given that is equilibrium condition means A vector plus B vector plus C vector equal to 0 vector. That equilibrium condition. Clear? And then the magnitude of each force is directly proportional to the here angle sine of magnitude of each force is each force is directly proportional to the sine of angle between other two forces. Then suppose the angle between A and B is here. Suppose this angle I am writing here alpha, and B and C angle suppose beta, and C and A angle suppose gamma, alpha beta gamma. Then magnitude of each force A and here B and C is directly proportional to sine of angle between other two forces. If we consider force A, then its magnitude is directly proportional to sine of angle between other two forces. Means this other two means here B and another one vector is C vector, and its angle is beta. Clear? Sine of other angle between other two forces means A को हम छाड़ दबा आउ के vector अछि B आउ C, B C भितर जहाँ भी angle थिबो beta. So here beta. Similarly for B vector, जदि हमें B vector choose कले, then A vector आउ C vector भितर केते angle अछि gamma. So you can write that is sine gamma directly proportional to sine C vector. पहले C vector हमें consider कले, we have to choose the angle between A and B is here alpha. या को हम prove करियर अछि. This is known as Lami's theorem. But condition is that when A plus B plus C which is equal to 0 vector, means this is given and this is equilibrium condition. Clear? Now this vector I am writing here, if we multiply, cross multiply with A, this is equation number 1. Now cross multiply equation 1 with A vector. I am writing here A vector cross, then equation 1 means here a plus b vector plus c vector which equal to a cross, means both side we have to multiply a cross is here and this is 0 vector. Now solve this relation. Now we have to multiply a cross a, then answer a cross a plus a cross b, so a vector cross b plus a cross c, so a vector cross c equal to 0 null vector into a vector, means we get here that is 0 vector, and a cross a. And what is the value of a cross a? We already know the value of a cross a, which is equal to 0 vector, means null vector. So 0 vector equal to here plus, that is a cross b vector plus a cross c vector equal to 0 vector, or you can write a cross b vector equal to, this is 0 and 0, if we take this side then this will be minus a cross c vector, or you can write here that is c cross a vector. We already acquainted with this term, so you can write c cross a vector equal to here a cross b vector. Why? Because we have relation, I am writing here because a cross b vector equal to negative sign of b cross a vector. So we use this formula here, a cross b negative sign, we can write c cross a. This is equation number 1. Clear? Now again I am writing this equation number 1 is here, then we get here that is a cross b vector equal to c cross a, c cross vector a. This is equation number 1. Now again we have to multiply b vector with this equilibrium condition. So again we have to multiply here b vector with a plus b plus c vector, which give that is b vector and cross 0 vector. And this case, if you solve this relation, then we will get b cross a, so b cross a vector plus b cross here b vector, b cross b, and again b cross c, so b cross c vector equal to 0 vector, and here b cross b, this is 0 vector. Then we can write b cross a vector plus b cross, if we take to right hand side then this will be negative sign minus b cross c vector, or if we write here opposite term then you can write that is a b cross a, यदि मैं को उल्टा को लिखा कहता है वो a cross b, so you can write a cross b vector but one negative sign is here. Clear? And remaining term equal to here, that is minus b cross c, and negative negative here cancel, then the remaining term you can write a cross b vector which equal to b cross c vector. This is equation number 2, second equation. Now come to, if you compare equation 1 and 2, now comparing equation 1 and 2, we get equation 1 and 2 को compare कला में कितना पाएगा, a b equal to c a cross b equal to c cross a, but here a cross b equal to c cross a, so a cross b equal to b cross c, then which equal to b cross c. Clear? Now taking magnitude on both side taking magnitude to the above relation. So if you take magnitude, then you will get A cross B, its magnitude equal to C cross A, its magnitude equal to B cross C and its magnitude. Now solve this relation. A cross B means you have to write here that is A vector, B vector means AB sin theta. AB sin, what is theta? Theta is angle between A vector and B vector, but here A vector and B vector angle is alpha, so you can write sin alpha. AB, magnitude of A, magnitude of B into sin of angle between A and B, and angle is here alpha, so you can write alpha into unit vector n cap and its magnitude equal to CA. Then CA sin theta, what is theta? C and A. C and A is your gamma, so you can write gamma into n cap equal to BC. BC sin, and what is angle between B and C? B and C angle is here beta. So this is beta n cap and magnitude. Now this is scalar quantity, here scalar, this is also scalar. Then the magnitude of unit vector always 1. So remaining term you can write here, that is AB sin alpha. So we get AB sin alpha equal to CA sin gamma. CA sin gamma equal to BC sin beta. Clear? Now dividing by A, B, C to the above relation. हमें A, B, C रे ऊपर relation को divide कर दो. Then if we divide A, B, C to the above relation, then we can write this term is AB sin alpha. So AB sin alpha, AB sin alpha, CA sin gamma, and here BC sin beta. The magnitude of unit vector always 1. Now dividing both sides, dividing the above equation with ABC, ABC. So that if we divide here ABC, ABC, here also ABC, and here ABC, then we get AB, AB cancel, here CA, ACN cancel, and BC, BC also cancel. The remaining term you can write here, that is AB sin alpha. So AB sin alpha divided by A equal to here sin gamma divided by B equal to sin beta. So sin beta divided by here BC, BC, sorry, here C and here A. Clear? And if we write this reverse term, then you can write C by sin alpha equal to B by sin gamma, which equal to A by sin beta, and this total term is a constant quantity, and you can take this constant, suppose K. So you can write that is C by sin alpha equal to one constant K is here, and which implies that C equal to K times sin alpha, and you can write here C directly proportional to sin of alpha, first equation, and second B by sin gamma. So again here B by sin gamma, which equal to K, it implies that B equal to K times sin gamma, which implies that here this is equal and one constant, so there will be one proportionality constant, so that is B directly proportional to sin gamma. And again A by sin beta, A by sin beta equal to one constant K, which implies that A equal to K times sin beta, which implies A directly proportional to equal अच्छी constant अच्छी, so directly proportional to you can write sin beta. Now according to Lami's theorem, if three forces A and B acting simultaneously on a particle, means acting simultaneously A vector, B vector and C vector, then magnitude of each force, means magnitude of A and magnitude of B and magnitude of C, which directly proportional to, so C is directly proportional to sine of angle between other two forces. तो हमें C vector को consider नेबा, then its opposite angle, means angle consists A vector and B vector, which is other two vector and here angle alpha. So C directly proportional to sin alpha. Similarly B, if you choose vector B, then B magnitude of B vector is directly proportional to sine of angle between other two forces is gamma. So gamma A vector is directly proportional to beta. This is known as Lami's theorem, and Lami's theorem is proved. Clear? So you have to remember the statement and proof of Lami's theorem, which ask in your council examination about 3 mark question. Clear? State and prove Lami's theorem. Ako to prove kole 3 mark paibo. Clear? Next one concept is here, and that is known as scalar triple product. Scalar triple product. So what is scalar triple product? If three vectors are lies in same plane, means common plane, or you can say coplanar vector. If three vectors are lies in same plane, means common plane, then their scalar triple product will be 0. So what is scalar triple product means? Suppose I am writing 3 vector A. Suppose this is one plane x axis and here this is y axis is here. So here suppose 3 vector, one vector A and another one vector is B vector here and third one vector is C here. Clear? 3 vectors which are lies in one common plane, and that plane is here x and y. So it is scalar triple product means A dot B cross C vector will be 0, or you can write B vector dot A cross C vector equal to 0, or you can write C vector dot then B cross A or A cross B will be equal to 0. This is known as scalar triple product. How? Suppose I am taking AB and this angle, suppose theta. If this angle theta and a theta angle between A vector and B vector, now I am writing here A cross B vector, and which give a resultant of third vector, that is R vector. The cross product of two vector is a vector quantity, and this is resultant vector, and the direction of resultant vector which always perpendicular to plane containing A vector and B vector, means A vector B vector जो plane रे थिबे, A vector B vector जो plane रे थिबे, ए resultant vector direction से plane को perpendicular हवा. ताले A vector B vector x y plane रे संजना नहीं, ताले resultant vector direction को पाके either positive z axis or negative z axis रे हवा. But we have to use here A cross B, means A cross B which is outward x y, and here z axis means this direction. Clear? This is z axis. So result A B the resultant which is outward direction means along z axis you can say. ताले बर्तन एपा की रहला, this is the direction of resultant vector here, and there is another one vector C, means here, or you can say I am writing this vector, suppose A cross B is here. Clear? So A cross B means is resultant here, so A cross B equal to R, so we can write here this vector is R vector and dot C vector is here. Then what will be its resultant? Here resultant vector z axis रे अछि, and here, this is the direction of C vector, and angle between resultant and C vector. Angle between this resultant and C vector is 90 degree. So you can write here magnitude of C, magnitude of R by using dot product A dot B into cos theta and theta 90. So we get 0. So here C vector dot R, R is here A cross B. So A cross B vector equal to 0. This is known as scalar triple product. तुम जो relation में भी satisfy have. Suppose B and C. Suppose I am taking this relation B and C. B cross C which is inward negative of z axis and dot A. ताले A vector पाके अछि ना नहीं. ताले C vector को पाके जाउछि resultant B आउ C रो resultant कोडे inward. ताले B आउ C रो resultant inward and A vector अछि plane रे. ताले angle केते ये inward direction. Inward means this direction. एमिति vector अछि. Inward direction means this vector and here A vector and angle between A resultant inward A vector with angle केते angle 90. ताले A vector resultant with angle केते रहला A vector आ B cross C रो resultant भितर angle 90 तने एमान को डॉट प्रोडक्ट केते हिजिबो 0. Similarly B A cross C डॉट केते हेबो 0. You have to remember this concept. This concept is known as scalar triple product. Clear? So dear student, these are all about applications of cross product of two vector and statement of Lami's theorem and proof of Lami's theorem. Clear? So next class we will start your numerical problem based on scalar vector. Thank you all.